Daedalus and Icarus. In the land of ancient Greece, there lived a skilled inventor named Daedalus. He was known far and wide for his ingenuity and craftsmanship. Daedalus had a son named Icarus, who shared his father's love for exploration and adventure. One day, Daedalus and Icarus found themselves trapped on the island of Crete. The cruel king Minos ruled that island, and he had imprisoned them both within a vast labyrinth. Daedalus knew that escaping from the labyrinth was impossible. However, his inventive mind soon devised a plan that would change their fate. Daedalus began to gather feathers from birds that flew near the labyrinth. He designed and crafted 2 sets of wings using wax and feathers. These wings were lightweight but strong. Before he knew it, Daedalus had created wings that could be worn like a cloak and would enable them to fly. Excitement filled Icarus' heart as he watched his father's invention come to life. He couldn't wait to soar through the sky like a bird. However, Daedalus warned his son that there were rules to follow. He instructed Icarus not to fly too close to the sun, as the heat could melt the wax on the wings and cause them to fall apart. With their wings securely fastened, Daedalus and Icarus stood at the edge of the labyrinth. The sun shone brightly above them as they took their first leap into the air. The feeling of freedom overwhelmed them as they glided through the sky, their wings carrying them effortlessly forward. Icarus relished in the experience, feeling the wind rushing past his face and the warmth of the sun on his back. But as they flew higher and higher, he found himself captivated by the beauty of the sun's rays. Ignoring his father's warning, Icarus flew closer and closer, yearning to touch the radiant ball of fire that hung in the sky. Suddenly, disaster struck. The heat from the sun melted the wax on Icarus' wings, causing them to disintegrate. Icarus screamed in terror as he plummeted towards the sea below. His father, witnessing the tragedy, desperately tried to catch him, but it was too late. Icarus crashed into the water with a splash, leaving behind only remnants of his once majestic wings. Daedalus, filled with overwhelming grief, dove into the sea to search for his beloved son. He swam tirelessly, but the currents were strong and the water was vast. The loss of Icarus weighed heavily on his heart as he emerged from the sea, his wings now useless without his son. From that day on, Daedalus lived in sorrow, forever grieving the loss of Icarus. He never flew again, afraid of being reminded of the tragedy that befell his son. And so, the story of Icarus and Daedalus became a cautionary tale, warning all who heard it about the dangers of hubris and the consequences of not heeding wise advice. And in the sky above, the birds continued to soar freely, blissfully unaware of the lasting legacy left behind. By Icarus and Daedalus, a tale of ambition, invention, and ultimately, the price paid for flying too close to the sun.